What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already joined the fam, please hit the subscribe button now as I drop content daily, go live daily. We stay very busy on this platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested and intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. And let's get right into this work, ladies and gentlemen, as Team USA uh, was able to defeat Germany. I didn't get the final score, but it wasn't as close as the South Sudan game. I was a little busy, didn't get to highlight or recap that game, but we're gonna knock it all out right now, okay? Because there's some things I want to say about Team USA that I'm noticing in our exhibition games. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem, a serious problem with Team USA. All right, and before I say this, shame on Team USA, shame on Nike, shame on the NBA, because now we're seeing very glaringly why we needed Jaylen Brown on this team. No disrespect to Derek White, but we needed a Jaylen Brown specifically. We needed what Jaylen Brown brings to the table to the NBA, to the Team USA, because right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a defense deficiency on our team. And a lot of people are, I'm going to say this, a lot of you bronze sexuals and a lot of you casuals have been rebutting, when I've said that there's a defensive problem with Team USA. They've been rebutting with, we have Derek White and Drew Holiday. Well, to that I say, ladies and gentlemen, Derek White and Drew Holiday are guards. They 6'4", and I believe Derek White is 6'4" as well. 6'3", 6'4". These dudes are guards. They can't do anything with Wemby. They can't do anything with Joker. And my thing is that AD, yes, AD is probably our best defender on the team overall. I'll throw Bam in there a little bit as well, but I give it to AD. We all know AD ain't sustainable. AD's gonna make some blocks and all that, but AD can get worn down. And if AD plays up against the right talent, the right big man, uh, he can be totally nullified. We got lucky with Joker, because AD and Bam was double teaming him. And I don't know if that's going to bode, if that's going to work the same way with France and Canada. We beat Canada in the exhibition, but France has Wimby and Gobert, so I don't know how that's going to work for us. But in the same time, we have a defense deficiency on this team, more so on the perimeter. In the paint, on the perimeter as well, a little bit, but I'm not too much sweating that. Although Anthony Edwards is being exposed, I thought Anthony Edwards was a much better defender than he is in these Olympics. It was a team effort, I suppose, with Minnesota for them to be able to be the number one, for them to be able to be the number one defense in the league. I thought Anthony Edwards contributed a little bit more to that, but how he's being exposed in these Olympics is crazy. It's crazy to me. South Sudan, those guys were just fearless against us. And I gotta say this, man. LeBron James, he's a 40-year-old basketball player. I know I've gained a reputation for being a LeBron James hater, whatever. I analyze the sports fairly. All right. If it makes y'all feel better, Steph Curry is getting exposed on defense as well. Although, we all know Steph ain't no elite defender by anybody's imagination. He's being exposed, and I don't understand why Steph Curry isn't running the offense a lot more. They're talking about they need a point guard to run it. Steph Curry's a point guard. He's just a phenomenal shooter. But at the same time, they have LeBron James running the offense, which we know we got to play the LeBron James system at that point. Everybody standing around the corner, waiting on this dude to do what he do. And at the same time, That's on the offense. You know, our offense is kind of predictable. Only reason we really winning on offense is because the athleticism and the shooting will. We got some better shooters, if you will. Didn't look like that versus Germany because those dudes was firing up threes left and right. Um, but at the same time, we on the offensive side of the ball, we got so many options that I'm not so much worried about that. But what I am worried about is that us putting up 100 points and the other team putting up 101. Because that's how it's gonna. That's how that South Sudan game unfolded. As much how this Germany game began to unfold as well. Germany has some 3-point shooters, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. We wouldn't have beat Germany. Everybody keeps trying to give LeBron James all this credit for doing his thing in the fourth quarter down the stretch. All right, you know what I mean? All right. I guess I'm gonna take my hater hat and I'm gonna keep that on. I don't care about that. Because Dennis Schroeder sold the game. If y'all watch Dennis Schroeder, the MVP of the FIBA tournament, the captain of Team Germany, he played very brilliantly the first half, and then like in the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, he just started selling the game, shooting up dumb stuff, trying to go ISO. You know what I mean? Just totally away from what the plan was for Germany. The first two, the 3.5 quarters. But after that, LeBron James was doing all his little showman stuff. Man hit a three for the first time in his career. He was just acting all hyped about it. Um, and I hate to sound like a LeBron James hater. I'm just not impressed. Even when LeBron James plays well, I'm not impressed. And I really had to remind myself, like why is LeBron James playing well? Oh, it's a practice game. This ain't the medal game, ladies and gentlemen. Because I'm positively sure when we get to the real games, LeBron James is going to disappear. LeBron James does not like being criticized. He don't like being ridiculed in the media. So he goes out of his way to do things to not be ridiculed, i.e., not take the game winning shots and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, in the practice game with no real consequences attached to it. Because even if we would have lost this game, if we would have lost the South Sudan game, the media, the bronsexuals and the lamestream media would have fixed it up in a way where they would have said, "Oh, it's just a practice game. This don't count." I know how these dudes do, man. They predictable. But they would have fixed it up and said that this game didn't count. If we would have lost to Germany, they would have fixed it up and said this game don't count, blah, blah, blah. And, so forth and so on. But we have a problem, man. And I truly believe that my guy, Jaylen Brown, would be the perfect answer to what we're dealing with right now. As Jaylen Brown has 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". Nice, wing player that can guard. He would have been a perfect complement to what the Drew Holiday and Derek White could do, as well as to what Bam and Anthony. I was going to say Edwards, Anthony Davis, Bam, Derek White, and Drew. Could you imagine that lineup? Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, and Anthony Davis. That would be our killer defensive lineup, suffocating. But for the fact that we put that lineup out there and we get exposed, well, I ain't gonna say it like that. We don't get exposed. That lineup, for the most part, is the lineup that keeps us in the game. Because LeBron James keeps getting all of this credit when nobody's telling you when he's in the game, in the earlier parts of the game, we be getting blown out. Not even blown out. We be getting dealt with. South Sudan was putting a whipping on us. Germany was doing whatever they wanted to because LeBron James was trying to defend. Who was that one guard? Carly Jones for South Sudan. Man, LeBron couldn't do nothing with him. And this is the part that not just me, Joel Embiid said something as well. But a lot of us have been saying about LeBron James, bro. You a 40-year-old man trying to keep up with these 20-somethings, and it looks bad. It looks horrible. LeBron doesn't play defense. And y'all can run with these highlights all y'all want. Fine with me. When you actually watch the game, you see something totally different. And I'm convinced, I am totally convinced you bronsexuals don't watch the game. Honestly, y'all don't. Y'all watch the highlights. You know what I mean? So, and then run up in my comment sections and on my post talking crazy. You know what I mean? It'd be funny to me. It just be funny to me. That's something I've learned in the sports world. It's two different kind of people, man. There's people that watch sports, which is majority. That's like the 80%. And then there's people that know what they're watching. That's the 20%. You know what I mean? And the only reason my channel began popping because I know there's a market out there of people that want to hear real sports without the agendas, without the fluff, all of this crap that they have induced into sports. And I blame ESPN worst takes for that. Skip and Stephen A. Because after that little era of sports debate, everybody just became cap artists. Stephen A is a cap artist. Skip is a cap artist. So everybody got their debating tips from ESPN worst takes. And that's why everybody's out here with a podcast and a sports show. And all these dudes out here are doing bad. Don't get it twisted. I listen to a lot of sports content. I listen to a lot of people that I don't agree with. Not everybody's channels are thriving. You know what I mean? Because when you try to do the same thing the lamestream media is doing, you try to do the fluff and the propaganda, the narrative-driven reporting, people see through that. And that's the problem that's going on with Team USA right now. Is that it's surrounded with a lot of propaganda. So it's surrounded with a lot of narratives. Are you surprised? You know, all of our superstars are in the NBA, and the NBA has mastered the ability to create narratives for its marketable stars, you know, to hide their flaws, if you will. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. When you know what you're watching, you see that this Team USA, it has a defensive problem. And defense wins championships, man. And championships in this regard means a gold medal. Is it going to be a problem for us down the stretch? Because the talent-wise, offensive, South Sudan, a country that just became liberated 12, 13 years ago, just putting out an Olympic team now, and that Olympic team faced Team USA for the first time in its existence, and they only lost by 1 point. Y'all not concerned with that? You know what I mean? Y'all, we, America that has been accustomed to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant dominating the Olympics, and now we got LeBron James over here with 1 point victories, struggling to stop German basketball players. No disrespect to Germany, but LeBron James was getting blown by the dude named OBST. I don't know who he is, but that man needs a contract. Boy is a sharpshooter and was just walking past LeBron James whenever he felt like it. Again, you know, it's going to be an issue. And once we win, if we lose gold, everybody's going to fix up a narrative. They're already going to have a narrative ready. I'm sure the media does. But it's going to be crazy because I told y'all. You know what I mean? I told y'all, we don't win gold, it's going to be because of defense. It's going to be a high-scoring affair. You know what I mean? Gold medal game might be 180 to 181. And it's only going to be because nobody is playing defense. But, yeah, we got the victory over Germany today. Today was the last exhibition game. So, you know, that was good to know. We get into the real competition, real nitty-gritty. July 28th with a game up against Serbia. And then the game on July 30th, right after that, we see South Sudan again. And I'm nervous for that game, man. I got that game marked on my calendar. I might go ahead and call that game because that's going to be one for the ages. Will South Sudan get their revenge? They only lost about one, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody was making fun about them, about this being some kind of African team with no experience. Well, could you imagine if they had experience, if they had the facilities that we have in America? They would have blown the doors off of us, bro, easily. But I got that game marked on my calendar. Again, July 30th, we rematch against South Sudan. And, you know, I'm nervous for Team USA for that game. I'm going to be honest. But today, we was able to beat Germany, just barely. But I'm noticing we got some serious defensive problems on this team, and it just makes me think back to Jaylen Brown. You know what I mean? The NBA Finals MVP, the NBA Eastern Conference MVP, the guy that went toe to toe with Luka Doncic. I believe Luka was the highest scoring player in the NBA this year. Went toe to toe with Luka and shut him down. You know what I mean? So we needed that on this team. And also a guy that could get you 20 points himself. You know, Jaylen Brown is good for a 20, 25, 30-point night himself. So will politics bite us in the behind again? You know what I mean? Um, I'm not excited, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not excited about this Team USA team. When they even announced it when after our FIBA team got handled by this same Germany team, by this same Dennis Schroeder, who just did whatever he wanted against the FIBA team. Um, I'm not excited about this Team USA team. You know what I mean? Joel Embiid brought up LeBron James's age in a recent interview that he made about him being 39. Steph Curry is 36. KD is 35. You know what I mean? These are the guys that they depend on. These are the guys that they marketing. That's supposed to be leading us to the goal. And no knock on KD and Curry. They still got some juice left. You know what I mean? But at the same time, do you really want to be led by, you know what I mean, the oldest guys in the league? Even back with the Dream Team with Jordan and them cats was 29. Most of them. Pippen was 26. Patrick Ewing was like 26. All of those dudes was in their primes. It wasn't no 40-year-old dinosaur trying to still stay relevant with stat padding and offensive fouling. And peep. That's why I chose this particular visual for this video. Look at the visual, ladies and gentlemen. What is LeBron James doing? An extended arm while you're on the offensive side of the basketball is an offensive foul. Okay? These Nike referees that was paid off, you know what I mean, to make LeBron James look good, I guess, or to give these guys, Team USA, a bunch of calls. Just let LeBron James do whatever he wanted. Offensive fouling, not sticking defense, so you ain't got to worry about him defensive fouling. Traveling, you know what I mean? Like, they just let this dude do whatever he want on the basketball court, and we supposed to respect it. Not me. Couldn't be me. But that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. We definitely will be tuned in and tapped in with Team USA again. Our first real game for the Olympic tour is going to be on July 28th. So I will definitely keep y'all abreast on that one. I'll find out the times and all that stuff and post them as soon as I get that information. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, join the fam as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.